Sunday, get their kids into school, get them to have good jobs, have a wonderful retirement, travel and see the world and live on room service. I mean, the worst enemy is literally the left in this country. There you go, Jeff.
Thank you, Brad. So I have a question. Edmund, are you there, Edmund?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, Edmund, I just took a quick peek. The Dow Jones is down 1,600. The New York Stock Exchange is down almost 900, as is the NASDAQ. How does something like that impact everyday people like me, Lee, Man, Mayor? How does that impact us?
Well, we know you don't have a portfolio. You like cash in your hand. But the baby boomers that are invested in
Cash is king, Edmund.
Cash is king. But the baby boomers who are invested in Vanguard, which has $10 trillion in assets and just lost about 9% of the total value of that portfolio, or about $900 billion, tremendous amounts of market capitalization have been completely evaporated as a result of these tariffs. However, it's not just US investors. These are global investors that are now paying us. We are now masters of our domain again. What Trump is doing is just common sense, practical, and reciprocal. This is what all countries are doing to us. This is what we do to them now. America first. Make America great again.
Thank you, Edmund.
Stop. This is not 90s efficient market theory. This is, if this continues, then we can have this conversation. Right now, investors are spooked. We don't know what's going to happen next. This has been rolled out in a rose-guarded conversation. It's going to evolve. So the market's down. It's not going to remain down. And let's see what happens. Now, as far as are tariffs a good thing? No, tariffs are a terrible thing. And I'm effective. I'm compared to that competitive advantage, which each country should make what they do best. That is the ideal. Now, Trump is all over his speech, but that's how Trump does things. If this is a trade war and you get everyone to lower the tariffs, then great. That should be. And the markets will pick up a lot after that because the tariffs will be zero, and then we'll go back to doing everything as most efficient as possible. The problem is the math is all wonky here. He's not doing tariffs based on what they charge us tariffs. He's doing tariffs based on trade disadvantages without carrying services. So this was rolled out half-baked. It was rolled out by the executive branch. It's probably against the Constitution. This has to be redone in a better way, and the markets will stabilize. So no, the market will
Mayor. No, you have to be able to answer my question because I'm trying to get some content.
I'm listening, but there might be background noise.
Are you you're a Republican, correct?
I'm a Republican, and listen, if we're talking about do I regret? Well, I didn't actually vote for Trump to go to New Jersey, but let's pretend I did. Do I regret that? No, I'm very happy Trump won. I'd much rather talk about tariffs and talk about global taxes that Biden was talking about, and I'd much rather talk about the way Trump is deporting people than Biden inviting millions of migrants. And so it's all way better. This is weird thing in America. We pick the better of the two candidates, and then if they do one thing wrong, we'll we own it. So no, this is a much better conversation. I don't regret it at all. But I'm also not going to give a pass to my side when they expand the executive branch that I've been against always. I spoke with you about Roe v. Wade, and I thought that it didn't belong in the court. We have separation of powers. This belongs to the legislative branch. We have trade agreements with other countries done by the Senate, and the executive cannot override that. So I still have those concerns and oppositions, even though I support the conversation. I'm going to call. I like the idea of reciprocal tariffs, but if you do the math wrong, I'm going to call it out. Again, I'd much rather call that out than forgiving student loans, which is not going to help anybody. It just makes the colleges rich.
Well, thank you, man. One thing. Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there does seem like this idea of the stock market plummeting and that we should call it out. Let's not forget that the stock market was overinflated, oversaturated. It's at record highs, severe highs. Even the drops it has is still nothing in comparison to where it's been. This could be a restabilization. This could be a realignment, as Mayor said. I think honestly that I'm not really worried because Wall Street isn't what's indicated of a healthy economy in America. And it's really weird that they hear the right and left always pick on Wall Street as if it's going to be the health and the best thing. Trump does it. Presidents do it, and then you have the left now screaming at idiots like Mickey and all these other ones growing up there going, hey, what? The stock market dropped 5%